Yeah, once upon a time in Asia, there was an ancient city, right? And then we got a relative clause here, which, talking about the city, was called Troy. Okay. What's my subject of this next sentence?
Wait, is that a word called?
Called, yeah.
Is it what?
It's Greeks, yeah. The Greeks
Is or
was,
It's a relative clause.
which was called Troy. What? Okay, the Greeks did what? Besieged and besieged this city, right? For 10 years. Look at that accusative duration of time, right? Besieged this city for 10 years and finally captured it. Yeah. Okay, look at this. Do you see how this next sentence is like ablative, 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 ablative? What do you think that is? Ablative absolute, right? What is an ablative absolute? Noun and a participle in the ablative, right? So this has actually two different kinds of ablative absolutes in there. It has one, let's see how this one doesn't have a participle. So when it doesn't have a participle, what do you do? Yeah, you put in a word. What word do you put in? You put in with all of them. With, Priam. No, being. Yeah, being. With Priam, being the king. Who was Priam? The king of what? Troy, yeah. With Priam being the king, and with his sons having been killed. Who were his sons? Okay, they did what? They destroyed the city. Okay, then we got but Aeneas, then we got a relative clause, right? Who had been, right? And then I think this is a prepositional phrase.
Why is that had been?
Because it comes from sum. It's the third principal part plus a rama ratsarat.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so who had been among the, what kind of famous? How famous was he? Most famous. How do I know he was the most famous? Yeah, Clarissimos, yeah. So who had been among the most famous defenders of the city? A fugit. I think he escaped. Yeah, he escaped. Yep, from the city. With what? Yeah, with a few of his allies. Good. Who did Aeneas leave with? Do you remember who did he leave with? His dad, right? His son. Who else did he leave with? Yep. Yeah, his dad and his son. The Laures, the Penates, all those people. Yeah, he left his wife. He dropped her like a hot rock.
Wait, I thought you said he took his wife.
No, he didn't take his wife. He took his dad and his son.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, look at this. What is this coegiscent over here?
Oh, wait, that's just perfect.
Yeah, it's a pluperfect subjunctive, right?
Yes, you do that.
You knew that. You see the ISSE and a verb on the end of it?
Yeah, I was doing that.
You were on. No, you were right there. Okay, so who's the subject of coegiscent?
Everyone.
Well, look, it's singular, right? So it's Aeneas. So, yeah, when he had, what's coegi? What's the first part of coegi? Yeah, collect or compel or force. Okay, so when he had, which one do you want to use? Compelled? We'll use compelled. That's a $3 word. Okay, when he had compelled his followers, is that what this word means? When he had compelled his followers, where does it say out of the city? For me it says from all parts. From all parts of the city, I agree with that. When he had compelled his followers from all parts, he did what? He decided to migrate into Italy. Okay, there's a little bit more to that story, right? There's a little bit more to the story. What's the more to the story?
He was stuck on the sea for like 20 years. He got his entire bloodline cursed.
Yep, he got stuck on the sea. He got distracted for 20 years because of who? No, because of Juno, right? Juno didn't want him to go found the Roman race because she wanted the favorite city to be what? Carthage, right? That's why Rome and Carthage had a little bit of spats in the Punic Wars, right? Okay, so, Aeneas is wandering around the Mediterranean Sea. He lands in Carthage. Okay, a little bit of a distraction. He, has an affair with Dido, right? Then he's like, hey man, I gotta go found my city. Right?
Take you with me.
And then I killed herself.
And then she killed herself, right?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? There you go. Then she killed herself. Okay, so then he lands after 7 years, right? With only like a few of his ships left. I'm fast forwarding here a little bit. He lands in the island of. No, he lands in Italy. I mean, he lands in Sicily. Yeah, he actually lands in Sicily twice.
Yeah, like once he buries his father.
Yeah, buries his father. Okay, here we go. So, after 7 years, wow. After 7 years, he what? He came into this part of Italy where there was the city of Laurentum. Good. Okay, there, that's what Ibby is. Did I tell you didn't have to write this down?
Yeah, but I can't.
Oh, okay.
I'm understanding about 2/3 of it. Alright, so I see Troy.
Yeah, I think Troy's the subject here. What do you think? Yeah, it's the Trojans. Yeah. Right? So we got there. When the Trojans drove out of the fields. What they drove out of the fields? I know this word as booty. Not as in your gluteus maximus, but like as in the like pirates booty. Treasure. Thank you. I couldn't come up with that word. I can only come up with booty. Okay, there when the Trojans drove out the treasure from the fields. Yeah. Yeah, King Latinus and the Aborigines
Wait, what's that part again? The Aborigines and the what?
King Latinus and the Aborigines.
Who held the
Yeah, who were holding these places, I guess. Prepared to defend the fields. Good. Well, hold on. Your friends are writing this down.
What happened to not having to write it down?
I know that, but they want to write it down. Well, I don't know because it doesn't have the verb on here. Hold on. But Latinus. Where's the verb? That's on the next page. Oh, cognoit is the next verb. It's the verb on the next page.
Oh, this is all one.
That's a
Yeah.
very convenient place to cut it off.
Oh, it's not.
Okay, but Latinus, after he knew, right? How about after he knew the origin? Well, here's what I can't figure out. Yeah, I guess it is. The origin of the multitude and of the leaders.
Wait, sorry. Can you say that to me?
Yeah, so it's like, but Latinus, after he knew, cognoit, the origin of the multitude and of the leaders. What's in coliquo? Oh, in conversation? That's what it means? Okay. He made peace with Aeneas and he gave his daughter Lavinia in matrimony to him. Okay, then we got, the Trojans founded the city. Yeah. Well, yeah, which Aeneas called Lavinia from the name of his wife. Hold on. Okay, then Turnus, king of the Rutulians, to whom Lavinia had been promised. What does that mean? To whom Lavinia had been promised. What does that mean? Yeah, she was supposed to marry him. Okay, so to whom Lavinia had been promised before the arrival of Aeneas. what's aggresssus mean? Yeah, wage, right? Comes from a gradior. So it's deponent. So wage war against Latinus and the Trojans.